There are a lot of monitors out there, which makes finding a good monitor really pretty difficult. They're also quite tricky to select, as different people use them for different reasons. This all adds to making reviewing them particularly difficult. For that reason, before I begin, I'd like to mention that I use this monitor to mainly play on my Xbox One and occasionally edit video. I am also by no means a monitor expert. The LG 23EA63V-P, long name I know, meets my requirements superbly. The 23-inch screen on this monitor is great, with insane viewing angles, accurate and vibrant colors, and it's not even bad for fast-paced gaming. The screen is 1080p, which equates to a PPI of 96, which doesn't sound very impressive. But for a monitor where you should be about 30 centimeters away from it, you don't notice the pixels. The response time, which is advertised as 5 milliseconds, fails to do the job just fine. But if you're a serious gamer, in which case every nanosecond counts, you should probably look at TN panels from the likes of BenQ. I personally prefer having the more accurate and vibrant colors of IPS than faster response times of TN. It ultimately comes down to what you consider the most important. The monitor is also color calibrated by LG, which is a nice touch, seeing as most manufacturers don't do this. The only slight issue I have with this display is that at times it feels as though the blacks look a bit grey, and that's it. Everything else seemed perfect. Something I did have a problem with, however, was the stand on this monitor. It looks alright, a bit tacky in my opinion, but it's super wobbly. It wobbles like crazy with the tiniest tap. Of course, this isn't really a major issue, but I just wanted to let you know because it's surprisingly unstable. Every time I plug in a cable, the monitor feels as though it's gonna snap in half. If you can, I really recommend you mount it on a wall or on a monitor arm. I also, not surprisingly, had an issue with the monitor's UI navigation. By no means is it the worst. I've seen far worse implementations, but I just wish someone would figure out how to do this properly. The buttons themselves are in a good spot, but the lack of any tactile feedback makes pressing them accidentally far too easy. You should have no issues with connecting this to your PC or console, as it includes an HDMI, DVI, and dare I say it, VGA port. It's a shame that it doesn't have a display port, but that hasn't affected me yet. There's also an audio output, which is essential because this monitor doesn't have built-in speakers, which is a shame, but for this price point I can't complain, and monitor speakers generally suck. There's also the obligatory power cable and the really nice and tiny power brick Xbox. I can wholeheartedly recommend this monitor to someone on a budget who just wants a monitor that will get the job done. If you have some extra cash, I would recommend you invest in a larger, more high-end display. What do you think of the monitor? Leave a comment down below, and just before you do that, I strongly recommend that you press the like or dislike button depending on how you felt about the video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.